wrong. Leave your shadows in the night. Boy, bye-bye, you'll be alright. Just know you got it all wrong. She don't have to be your blessing. No, she don't. Maybe you are her life lesson. Oh, she's growing flowers from it all. No more shadows, electrolyte, shining her light. Future so bright, growing her flowers.
Mariloe Poisons, of That Flower Lady, as she's popularly known, has just dropped a 6-track EP titled So. Now, on this project, the South African singer, songwriter and actress gives us a taste of her songs where she infused genres of R&B, jazz and soul. Now, this breakout EP speaks to healing self and others, the new order of the world, women and their resistance through songs such as She Don't, 9 to 5 and Forward, amongst others. Well, to tell us more about this offering as well as what she's busy cooking up for the new year, Mariloe joins us now via Zoom. Mariloe, a very good morning to you. Thanks for joining us. Welcome to Morning Live.
Good morning, Cynthia. Thanks so much for having me.
You know, I can't help notice how you got so excited when you saw your video that it just played now. And I tell you what, that's the kind of effect that it has on your fans. Let's start with you telling about your music journey and how you broke into the music industry.
So I've been singing for quite a long time. I think my creative process in terms of writing started at a very young age. I was in high school, sitting in the desk, and I was just like, "Friend, can you listen to this? Does it sound like a song, like a melody?" And surprisingly enough, one of the first songs was a tribute to my late friend, Stacia Cornelius. She's passed away sadly of gender-based violence, and so that's 10 years ago. So I've always made music that spoke to sort of social structure and just people in general. So yeah, I'm Mariloe. I'm originally from the Nelson Mandela Bay, and I'm based in Pretoria now. And yes.
Do tell us about this EP, what it is all about, as well as what the inspiration was behind putting it together.
Okay, so when you think about the definition, so it means to, the scattering of seeds on earth. But another definition is to create, to bring about, to introduce, to trigger. And this lockdown specifically, everything kind of shut down. We had that period where we were like, had to be home and all of that. And it all started by me having to say yes. That's the first track on the EP. Saying yes to that little creative voice that says, hey, maybe now's a good time, to put together a body of work that speaks to not only personally healing yourself, but also sharing that with other young women, and speaking also to, the idea of, 9 to 5, not having to go out and work, and just the restructure of how the world is kind of shaping itself now, really on Zoom calls. And so yeah, and the gender-based violence was a very important theme, because I think like the last track on the project speaks to the worthiness of women in general. And I think when you speak to that, you kind of have women who make decisions in a completely different manner. So yeah.
You're quite famous for your distinctive Zazza sound. Tell us more about this particular sound.
So I'll just kind of explain the Zazza. When you tilt the N, it's the N in R&B. The S is the J with jazz, and the O is for soul. So I kind of fuse that sounds together. And I've been fortunate enough to work with some incredible people from my hometown: Dwal Delanga, Grant Allison, JM. Oh, they're incredible. So I've been quite fortunate to have people like that to produce work with me to fully create that sound, and you can feel that in the live work.
I've mentioned that your songs are a mixture of R&B, jazz and soul, but how would you describe the type of artist that you are?
In terms of genre, or just in general?
Just in general, yeah.
I think honestly, it's not energy music, but I think it's sort of like theme music. It speaks to the everyday life. It speaks to emotions. It speaks to looking inward. So I would definitely describe myself as that kind of artist.
Well, I know that in the title She Don't, it was written and released for the gender-based violence pandemic our country and the world is facing. Do tell us more about that.
Absolutely. gender-based violence is not something that's super far-fetched. And I think that
Yes.
when you have a platform to speak about something, and this has been extremely close to my heart, this is not something that happens far away. You know, there's people in neighbors and all of that has been affected by this, and the list continues to grow. So I thought it was very important for me to write this. I mean, the second verse of the song was when this beautiful woman, she passed away and she was pregnant, and that was the second verse, and that was how the project came into completion. I mean, I'm a mom. I would, you know, you think about it and you think about your own life and you think how fortunate you are to have the safety that you do, and there's some people who do not have that. You know, I come from a mom, I come from a resilient grandmother and 7 incredible aunts. So I am standing on the backs of women who have definitely moved forward in strength and resilience. So, I mean, I write poetry around women as well. So all of that fuses into the music. And I think it's more important to be in the space of storytelling and letting that breathe through the music and the acting and the poetry.
Okay, Mariloe, just briefly, how do we connect with you? How do we get hold of the music?
All right, so I am on iTunes and all the digital stores, Spotify, and the project is called SOW, S-O-W. You can connect with me on Instagram. I'm on that space quite often. It's Mariloe Boyson, just as simple as that. I'm on Facebook, Mariloe Boyson, and yeah, that's you could see some of my acting work that I do there, and you could see some of the projects that I've been involved with in terms of like online content creating with different brands and stuff. So do find me on that space.
All right, Mariloe, great chatting to you, and all the best, and continue mesmerizing the masses with your sultry, smooth Zazza sound. Thank you so much, and all the best.
Thank you so much.